Okay. Already starting out with music glitch. I'm just getting creepy early practice setup. What's up, everybody? Hope the game audio isn't too loud. It looks like it's be okay though. My hair never it just like what is going on with my hair? Why is there always something weird going on with my hair? Every single time. I don't get it. Alright. I'm gonna just make the Discord message real quick. It's kind of a late stream, but better late than never. Hope everybody's doing well. There we go. What are you doing, bro? So many ats. Okay. Alright. I think we're all live now. Yeah, we are. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. What's up? This is kind of a late stream, but better late than never, you know. Can I do a blind grab? No. Darn it. This one monitor that I have in front of me. Sorry, I'm being a really bad streamer. I'm just not talking or not doing anything. I'm just, I started press streaming and then I was like, wait, I'm totally not ready to press start streaming yet on OBS. So, come on, HDMI switcher. Come on. Hello. There we go. Alright. But hello. Good evening stream, yes, hello. All those silly Europeans shouldn't be around here. Oh god. No, I'm just joking. What's up, Summer? What's up, Naomi? How's it going? Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Lock them out. Damn. Get those silly British people out of here. Those silly Europeans. That's karma. My day was pretty good. I went to the Michigan Ren Fair yesterday, and I was there for a while. I got pretty tired, so that was the first time I ever been there. So it was super cool. But today I was like, I'm like jet lagged from that, or whatever the equivalent lag would be. And so, I just kind of took it easy today, actually. Which I sort of regret. But I got some work done. Just not as much as I could really be min-maxing it a little bit better. But it was super cool. Oh, Fang! Hi! People from the UK. Hello! Oh my god. Dude, what is up with my hair? I put this... Oh god, dude, I'm going fucking bald. I'm going bald and I'm self-conscious about it. I put this mousse in my hair today, and I feel like it's just not the way to go. I feel like it's just making shit look fucking weird. I'm just self-conscious about my hair for some reason. It's all I got, okay? It's all I got. I dressed up, but it was pretty, like, laid back. Also, what's up, everybody? Like, Caleb, Inferno, what's up? But I basically just looked like a potato farmer, which, I mean, I blended in. So, hello. Yeah, I did start pretty late.
I can't wait to go to Dr. Movie today.
Hey, get in line. I was here first.
God
Guys, relax. I got the hands. I can finger you both at the same time. Bend over and spread your cheeks.
Ew. Come on, guys. Damn it. Why? It's always... Ugh, anyway. It's always something, bro. I was a potato farmer. What's up? I'm getting so distracted. Just the sounds of sex was playing into my ear, and then I just lost focus completely. I hope that wasn't like too, like the audio wasn't messed up there. But yeah, I did. I got like, I saw jousting and the turkey leg, and, I didn't buy that much stuff though, because, it was so overpriced and expensive, but it's just, I was there for the vibes, you know? I was there for the vibes, and I got the vibes. A beer was $8, and I wanted to cry. Mead was $9, and I wanted to sigh. I don't know why I'm speaking in rhymes, but I hope today's speedrun stream I get some good times. Bars. 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 What's up, Mango? Thank you for the good luck. Thanks for the good luck, Fang. But the only thing I bought there besides like food was I got a tobacco pipe. Because I'm not like a smoker or anything, but I like doing an occasional smoke, you know, like for special occasions. And I've always wanted a pipe. I was gonna make my own corncob pipe, but then I was like, you know what? I'm here, so like I should just buy one. And so I did. And they were like, do you want to buy tobacco too? And I was like, well, how much is it? And they were like, for an ounce, it's $10. Wow. Perfect. That's loud. I'm so sorry. That's on my end. But thank you for the follow. Mianya, I believe that's how you pronounce it. So what's up, Fig? It was so... I would show... Am I allowed to show it on, like, because of YouTube? Are they sensitive about showing, like, tobacco product stuff? But the pipe I got was on the cheaper end. It was, like, $45. But then, like, the tobacco... 1 ounce of tobacco was, like, $10 or $15. But then when you go to the store, you can get a bag, like, this size for $7. It was so... I'm glad I did not purchase it there. How do I fix that? I think it was under Streamlabs. Sorry about that. Here, I might as well just play this or something. So, back from Oreo hell. I'm in the US, yeah. Yep. Watching from Nuzlocke brings me back to many hours stuck on levels. Well, you know, this game is kind of hard when you're younger, you know? I feel like everybody struggled with this game when they were a young warthog. Okay. So let me turn this sound volume to, like... Alright, let me... Okay. Perfect. That's probably a good... So, let me make sure... All of these are also... Oh, no, they're not. I'm just turning down, like, all the stuff. Just to make sure it's not too loud. I'll probably forget something knowing me, though. Oh, raids. Oof, yeah, let's see. Actually, raids is fine. Maybe I'll just go a little further. Okay. Alright, we should be good now. Nothing too loud anymore. Nothing really. Just fixing stream settings. Yeah, I played this game in like first grade, and like I remember my brother and I were stuck at the Black Knight boss fight. Oh really? PetSmart is doing a collab? I mean, Fortnite's about to get their collab, so get ready for Fortnite videos. Oh, I can't believe I'm about to spend money on V-Bucks. Yeah, I got a Wii in 2000. Actually, it was probably second grade, but I got a Wii in like 2008, and the first game I had was Wii Sports, probably like most people. But then this game came in the pack of a bunch of GameCube games, and this was the one that stuck with me the most, next to probably Battle for Bikini Bottom. Why does that keep happening? My parents were pretty strict with, you couldn't see shit during the day. Wait, what? What do you mean, like the light glaring on the monitor thing, or is it going over my head? 2-3 cat. Oh yeah, I'm kind of surprised that most of the discs that like I had for games are in pretty good condition. Like, I think it's mainly because my mom or my dad always told us to put it back in the case, and then that kind of became a habit. But now that I like collect this stuff, well, collect, but more so I just want to make sure I keep it. Ooh. Well, I need to lock in for a sec here. There we go. There we go. But yeah, when I was younger, my parents were like super ESRB heavy, so like there were some kids who was like, boy, I love going to the strip club in GTA 5, and I'm like, what's a strip club? I didn't know TMNT had a GameCube game. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. When did those, like, are they Michael Bay, the live action ones? When did those come out? That had to be like in the 2010s, right? Or was it just that one movie? Anytime I think about like TMNT with video games, I just think about like the old what was it, like Super Nintendo or Game Boy or something? Yeah. Nyamming. Ming. You had this, Stitch, and Haunted Mansion. GTA is always at the friend's house. I feel like if you... if you were the friend with GTA, you know... I think you might be the one, I feel like you probably got in trouble a lot as a kid. I feel like every kid that I knew who had GTA 5... and they owned it, they were the ones that always got in trouble. No, I mean, this is obviously not... That's just some correlation bullshit, but... That was weird. Hello. That was an odd place to clip. Alright, we're going from... GTA 5 is... I mean, GTA 5... Okay, hold on. When did GTA 5 come out? You gotta remember, guys, I'm 22 years old. when did that release? That released in 2013. So basically, like I was like 10 or 11 when that game came out. So like for half my life, GTA 5 has existed. That's been the GTA 5 game, which is really weird to think about. So like anytime somebody talks about like 4 Vice City, like I'm just like, hey, dude, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Yeah. I was probably in like 5th grade. About. That's crazy. But and we still ain't got GTA 6 yet. We got a trailer. And we know we're gonna sell a kidney or something, but like other than that, I don't know. Alright, what else should I practice? Let me get some items here. You still think 3 and 4 is the newest? 5 came out in high school for me. Honestly, I still feel like the Oppressors came out in GTA or whatever. Because I used to watch a lot of like Vanoss Gaming, and so like they were like, oh wait, oh, well, whatever. I'm not gonna take practice too seriously today. I don't expect me to be a god gamer. Actually, let's go back here. Yeah, I'm just I'm a freaking silly child, dude. What's up, Rock Rules? Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming again, but just not as much as I had in the past or whatever. At least until like I'm working on my next video, or like the video I'm working on right now is done. But hopefully, I don't know why I'm doing this. Okay. This is what I want to practice. I'll do this instead. Oh yeah, I'm sure I will. I'll go through that same mindset. Real. You know, I should really figure out how to do this. Sorry, it's so hard for me to talk to chat when I'm practicing. There's a thing where you can do... Okay. Okay. Fuck that. I'll have to have somebody explain that to me. Look at a tutorial or something. Also, where can I stand? Okay, so I can stand there. Okay, but this I can. Aha. Okay, well now I know. So I can just do... So I just need to stand the right side. Okay, got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay. Wait a minute. You got tested, learned you have autism, but since... You know, I'm actually totally good with not seeing that. I'm actually fine with that, Puma. Thanks for letting me know about that thing about Sonic, I guess. What does that have to do with anything? Which kidney do I plan to sell? That, you know, it's a good question. I think I'm just gonna sell my liver instead or something. I feel like that, you know, I can afford to miss one of those. I could still have like a beer or something, you know, with one liver. You're using the right kidney? See, I'm right-handed, so I feel like if I used my right kidney, that'd be bad news. Can your liver actually grow back? Is your liver like an amphibian where it can just like grow back? Why don't we just like take livers and like make liver seeds or something and just like grow a bunch of livers for people? Yeah, everybody's got 2 livers, dude. Come on. Come on. It's anatomy, you know? Oh, you have no clue. Goddamn. You got me excited for the future in science. This is... Oh my god, I don't have plungers, bro. I should have grabbed some. Ugh. Okay. Honestly, I might just start after this. Do some no resets or something. I mean, this game feels longer when you're younger. You should get checked out by that doc. What do you mean? What do you... You're telling me you haven't evolved to have 2 livers? Do archaeology? That actually sounds kind of sick. How many people joke about you being being Indiana Jones? Is that like a common thing? I feel like people would do that. Hold on, I just gotta say that I've been thirsty for the past like 24 hours. I had a turkey leg, like it was like that big at the Ren Fair, and like it was great. But I've been thirsty all day. Like it's actually nuts. Dr. Jones. All right, here, I'm just going to do this real quick. I won't blue screen you guys. It's common. I see. Licking rocks. Well, I mean, why... Is that a common thing for archaeologists to do, is to lick rocks? Like, that seems sort of odd. I feel like, whoa, that was like a weird burp. I feel like that's like a geology thing more than anything, you know? Season playthroughs at 4 hours, some at 8. Yeah, 100% that makes sense if you're doing like 8. Especially because there's some snacks that are just stupid. Does limestone taste like lime? That's a good question. I gotta say, 100%, I think 100% speedruns are way nicer than actually 100%ing the game, because you should ideally already know where everything is. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm just jumping right in, I don't give a frick. I lick bones. They fry rocks with... You know, I heard that if you put rocks in a fire, they explode. Is that true? Is that 100% factual? I feel like I've heard that on like Mythbusters or something, but I do not know. You shouldn't lick a bone. I'm not looking Sonic Speed either. Isn't... Wait. Oh no, that's in the bone. The marrow or whatever. I don't geology. I don't geology either. I don't do science or mathematical things. I'm more of a humanitarian kind of guy, you know. I'm sort of a I guess it's more humanities, not humanitarian. Hundo is fun. In this game. In other games, I don't know. You can barely count to B. Yeah, that's tough. I haven't really learned that yet. I've kind of got a grasp on it. But... I'm the kind of fellow to listen to Marcus Aurelius. Oh, Immanuel Kant. Oh. Perhaps the teachings of Homer or Cicero. Oh. Forgot to split. I'm a big Beatles and Pink Floyd guy. That's sort of my, bone marrow is a sweet treat in Paleolithic times. Maybe they knew what was up. I feel like if I traveled back in time and rocked with the ancestors, I'd be willing to share some marrow with them. I'm sure I'd be hip and they'd be square. You know? I guess classic rock, but like more like prog. I feel like I usually listen to like older rock or indie music. Oh, one sec. Damn, dude. That was so bad. Bah. Just flushing it down the toilet. Found jazz rock band called Morphine. Oh, interesting. Listen, if you got a good bass player, then like you can do some magic. There's some real rockin' bass players out there. Alright, Mr. Krabs. We're feeling it. There's some foods that I would like to try in this world. I feel like a lot of Japanese cuisine I'd probably dig. Kind of like tuna rolls or udon. I think I'd like that. What's up, everybody? Hold on one sec. What is the history of Labor Day? Bro, I ain't Google. I ain't Ava. I ain't Gemini or whatever they're coming out with. Sagittarius. That is a good question, though. There we go. And 2 seconds ain't too bad. What's up, pumpkins? What's up, Dylan? How's it going? I feel like bass is starting to become more, like, finely rated. What's up, Push? Oh my god. You're making me blush here. Oh, wait, I thought you were calling me a little baby boy. This is awkward now. Anyway, but I'm glad you had a good nap. You know what I really want to do? I want to climb Mount Fuji one day. I feel like I would love it. I love going on hikes, but I've never climbed a mountain, so I could totally be over, I like sushi. I think sushi's okay. I haven't had, like, that many kinds, but the kinds that I've had, I usually like. I don't like Wasabi Boy, or Wasabi Boy. I was reading Puma's chat. Wasabi Boy. Fuck. I don't like wasabi that much. Yeah, when I climb Mount Fuji, it'll find me rough. This is true. I just love hiking, and I mean, I went to, you know, I've lived in places that are very, very, very hilly, that are like extremely steep. So I feel like I'd be kind of already used to it, but the longer that I wait, I feel like the worse it would be to climb Mount Fuji or do any kind of thing like that. You know what I mean? So you're so tired, dude. I was tired all day today. It is crazy. Yeah, wasabi. It's weird because it's like wasabi is spicy, but it's not like I feel like I can handle spicy foods. It's like sour spicy. It's like, it's strange. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I feel like I would also really like Indian food as well. I don't know that much about African cuisines, so I can't really speak on it. There's a gargoyle. My grandma doesn't like spicy food either. I love spicy food though. Hot sauce is like my best friend. I had a friend that carried a bottle of sriracha everywhere he went in high school.
And by contributions to your PBS station
Oh,
from
hold
viewers
on.
like you. Thank you.
Thank you. To contributing to the Coley_02 Foundation. Hold on. Okay. And then we'll get by this crab. Nice. Thank you, Pumpkins, for the sub. I appreciate it. You did not have to do that, but you did. You donated to the foundation. Wouldn't it be sick if, like, every time somebody subbed or donated, it would be like one in the form of one of those humongous checks or whatever? I'd feel real prim and proper and official. That'd be sick. Like the ones for the lottery. I don't know if this was technically... It was like a butter chicken. I don't know if it was Indian food, though, but that was frequently served at my college when I lived in the dorms, and that was good. It didn't look good. Like, it did not look appetizing at all. But then when you ate it, that shit was good. Probably was super not healthy for you, but it was good. What's up, Seahorse, by the way? You hate raw onions? I mean, raw onions are pretty strong. I think my dad's the same way. I feel like oftentimes what can get ruined for you, like in a palate sense, is like... I mean, sometimes it is just like your taste buds, but I feel like a lot of the times as well, it can be like, I guess, a traumatizing experience with food, if that makes sense. Oop. Like if you eat something and then throw up, then like you're just gonna think about that flavor. Or you just like ate it so much at a period of time that you're just like forever sick of it. Why? I can't even believe I didn't fall down. Oh, I've been to hibachi. I love hibachi. It's great. I like going there for like my birthday though. Or usually my family does it for like special occasions and stuff because it's like kind of pricey. But it's really good. I love yum yum sauce. Yum yum sauce is my life. Hello, can we just go this way? I just kept going to the left. I've never seen that. Whatever. Yeah, because tomorrow's Labor Day, so you don't have work. We slacking. I do feel like, from what I've heard, like, American sweets are very aggressive with the sweetness, whereas, like, everywhere else in the world, it's pretty tame. Yeah, I hope everybody has a good Labor Day tomorrow. Who's got it? The chef sprays in your mouth? No. I don't know what you're even referring to. Maybe that's so... No, I don't think they do that though with soy sauce. That seems kind of like salty. There, at least at the hibachi places that I've been to, they do that thing where they like throw the piece of chicken and you try and catch it in your mouth. And I usually always get it in my mouth first try. Not to brag or anything. If that is a brag, I feel like it is a brag. Maybe that also just shows that I just really like chicken. I've said this a million times. I could eat chicken and rice for every meal every day. It wouldn't even be a problem. It could even just be plain. Like, it doesn't need the yum yum sauce. I could just eat it. Get home until 12? Damn. I got home at like 11 p.m. Or, yeah, it was like 11. I was out like all day. It's kind of crazy how I used to be able to stay up until like 3 a.m. like every night. I feel like everybody has this though, where that you could like stay up late when you were younger. I like how I say that, but you know what I mean though. Like back in like high school or like when you were a teenager, I feel like people used to stay up like a lot later. Chicken and rice slaps. Like I honestly, like people would be like, no, you can't do it. I feel like I could legitimately do it and not even have a problem with it. Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing about me. This will be on Jeopardy when I'm super famous for sure, totally. Well, no, here's the thing is that I am kind of naturally a night owl, but I feel like been trying to program myself to be more of a morning person. So now I feel I'm like kind of getting used to the morning vibes. So. Oh, dude! I bought like a huge bag of Jell-O shots and I totally forgot about them. Because I was gonna bring them yesterday. Because they've been in my fridge for forever. Been there for like a month or two now. We don't speak of Coley 03. Coley 03. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Listen, I would love anybody's meat in my mouth. Gonna go get the plungers. Oh. All right. I also, you know, I've learned some technique. No. I've learned some techniques about sleeping. One, I mean, there's like the obvious ones where it's like you don't you know what? Maybe that's kind of the smart thing to do, because then I can do this, and then by the time I get back in here, that might have saved a little bit of time compared to just dying normally. Oops. Come on. Thank you. Hold on, I'll give my sleeping advice in a second. Well, I knew what happened. I knew what the problem was. So, at least now I know for next time. I was way too delayed. There we go. Yeah, it's very satisfying to get it. You feel so rewarded. But I feel like to go to sleep. Oh, you don't like seafood? Yeah, I mean, they do have a lot of chicken, yeah. I feel like seafood is like a huge part of their diet from what I... Like, I feel like it's a lot of soup, noodles... Or not soup. Seafood, noodles, and like chicken. I feel like that's sort of the primary things. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I definitely should have split there. I'll have to fix that in just a second. just like in the other thing. If I ever do go to Japan, which I hope I do, I would really want to learn Japanese first, but I can't even learn Spanish, so I feel like I talk about this every stream. I just want to learn languages, man. I just wish I could talk to people in different ways, but I just don't know. I don't know the best way to learn. Oh, that's right, the sleep thing. Do breathing exercises before you go to bed. That can help. It's sort of weird though, because like breathing exercises, it's basically like you're making yourself out of breath. I don't know how to describe it, but basically you can do this thing where you sharply inhale and then you exhale as like slow as you can and as like fully as you can, and then you kind of just take a break, you settle in, and then you repeat, and it kind of helps. It kind of helps. Ah, man, that's rough, pumpkins. But yeah, always getting, that always happened with, like, school and then breaks and stuff, is that I'd get on a sleep schedule and then I'd come home and everything would be screwed up. Yeah, I've heard about people doing that where they learn, like, Japanese off of anime, but I feel like I could never do that. I feel like how it... it's like I know what I need to do in some regard. Like, I think I really just need to, like, go and talk to people and just not be afraid to mess up, but I'm not sure what would be the best way to go about, like, preparing and doing that. Besides just, like, the mental or whatever. Oh, he was Indian curry before he left Japan. Their cat's always asking for food. Yeah, that's true. Here's what I think here's what I would guess is probably the best way to do it. Is maybe just start conversational and then move up to learning how to, like, read it, you know? Like, focus on the pronunciations, and then, like, once you have that down, then it might be easier to learn, like kanji and hiragana and katakana and stuff like that. Mina ni hongo? I'll have to look it up. Actually, I kind of want to look it up right now, but I don't. I'm in the middle of a speedrun. Mina no hongo. Or no, I don't remember. But if you just speak Japanese, like, do you really still need to learn, like, the alphabet? You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, I don't know. I just feel like sitting down. I mean, I don't go up to somebody with a book and then say hello, you know what I mean? Like, you can just talk and not think about how something is spelled or read. Like, I know konnichiwa is hello, but I don't know what that means. Like, I could say konnichiwa and probably, like, a few other words to somebody, but I wouldn't know how to, like, write it or read it, you know? I can't get around... Now, like, if I were to go to Japan, I couldn't get around without learning how to read, but... Like, eventually, I would have to learn how to read, but if I wanted to just talk with somebody, I don't think I would necessarily need to learn that. I just feel like for my brain it would be easier for me to know the word, because that's how it worked when I was a kid. That's how I learned English. Like, or I mean, I feel like that's how most people learn. Oh, why emotion? Like, you learn how to talk and then you learn how to read and stuff like that. Like, I feel like I'm going back to formula, you know? Well, it's, I can just, like, go into, like, Google, well, not Google, I don't know how accurate Google Translate is, but you know how you can, like, you know how they can, like, show out and spell the words without actually using, like, Japanese characters and stuff like that? Like, you can just do that. Because, why am I grabbing that, dude? Thanks for something important. Man, that's still kind of loud.
Perfect.
I thought I fixed it. But thank you, Keto Kini, for the follow. I hope I pronounced your name right, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. I know Japanese is extremely difficult. And I can't learn Spanish, which means that, like, that should be the easy one. I don't know, I just feel like I took Spanish for most of my years in school, and I feel like I am so bad at it still. And it's like, I know a good chunk of grammar rules, and I understand, like, verb conjugations and stuff like that. So, like, you know, and I feel like it, honestly, I feel like I could have improved at that language so much if I just, like, knew better on, like, talking to people and stuff like that first, and then tried to learn, like, the more specifics of the language, you know? Are they really similar, the grammar? That's interesting. Vietnamese, that feels like... I can't, yeah, I couldn't... I mean, that's the thing, is that I really want to do this, but it would take a lot of work, like... It would have to be, like, a hobby that I'd be really ingrained to, you know? Like, drawing's kind of a hobby where I'm, like, on and off it, and I think that's fine. But, like, I feel like, you know, I mean, it's like language in general, so you have to upkeep it, so... Well, whatever, you weren't going over there. I have to say that I think it would be... If I learned, like, Latin or something, I feel like it'd be super OP, because then I could just learn, like... I could probably really easily learn, like, Spanish, French, and Italian, like, all at the same time. That was extremely lucky.
Good job, Scooby.
Well, now it's, like, basically the same as last time. Oh, wait, I'm not doing this. Shit. I fucked up. Glad this is just a no reset, though. This is the first run of the day. I don't know why I keep forgetting this level. I just don't want to go into it, I guess. German's like an interesting language. Oh. Oh. There we go. Well, I just lost like 20 seconds. I've ran on mass before, actually. I'm second place in that game at any percent, and I think I'm like... I don't know what place I am in all levels, but I've never done a Hondo run. Hondo has not piqued my interest. All levels has seen, like, really cool strats and stuff this year in particular, though. That was a gold split? Wow. That makes me a little concerned that I did something wrong. Nope, come on. Yeah, any percent's pretty cool. I've gotten to a point though, like you kind of reach a point toward the end of the grind where it's really just boss rush at that point, and all the bosses are kind of difficult to manage, so 2 of them being RNG, so that can just be kind of annoying. But this game and Unmasked, I think, are the best Scooby games to speedrun, IMO. But I've never done First Frights. That's like the other popular one, and Cyber Chase. I haven't done those 2 speedrunning, but Cyber Chase is very optimized, and so is First Frights. But First Frights has a lot of like cool tricks in it and stuff too. Maybe I could learn Dutch. I don't know. I have heard that it is very similar to English. I've heard. Do you guys ever watch that one guy like I think it's like Xiaoming or whatever, where he's always like, I'm a white guy speaks Chinese at a restaurant or whatever, and like surprise people. I think it was like one of his videos where it was like, there's like some dialect of Dutch that is like, at one point it was so close to English, it was basically like the same language. I cannot imagine learning Mandarin either, but yeah. You know, I've thought about that with live streaming. It's like, man, I feel like if I learned, like... I feel like if I learned, Mandarin and Spanish, I could just talk to, like, everybody on the internet. Because those are, like, really popular languages or whatever. That's a fail. Uh-oh. Oh, we're good. No! Oh, god damn it. Damn, dude. Uh-oh. This is choking. We're choking. Guys, we're choking. Well, whatever. We got this. Oh, my visual cue was gone. Damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the white vans. Portuguese. You know what's funny is anytime I look at Portuguese, I'm like, oh, I think this is Spanish. And then I'm like, wait, no, this is weird. Like, this is not Spanish. This is different Spanish that I've seen. It's like, it looks similar if you're just glancing at it, but then when you take a closer look, you're like, wait, what even are these words? Vines are never stale. What are you talking about? Vines are basically, like, part of the vernacular now. I had a crush on a girl that could speak French. Like, she actually went on a, trip to Europe last summer, not this summer, and I was just like, wow, like that's so cool that you just know French and you can just learn a language. She was super cool. Back at it again with the classic meme reference. I love a Vine. I feel like I think honestly I gained friends just because we would quote Vines back and forth to each other. Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. That is such an unfortunate thing. So there's death planes in this level, so then if you don't glide to the boats, you just immediately die. You don't wait to fall in the water. And there's a very small portion of the boat where it clips through the bottom and you can hit it, and that is what just happened. Wow. That sucks. See, I feel like, I mean, Spanish and French are very similar, so I feel like I would also just struggle learning French. in terms of like their grammar rules and the conjugation of verbs, and even some words just look like they're straight up, it's like the same like root word in like Latin or whatever, you know? So, that's pretty impressive though. Like, my chat's talented. Learning different languages and stuff. Wow, that sucks. Hey, but my estimated time is 40 minutes, so I'm still like on a good track for that. Road work ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does. That was like one of my best friends. That was like her favorite Vine. Who is that? Drew something? He's still like doing stuff. Greetings. I don't know what that word is. Your chat is too smart today. Everybody's like, I know all these languages, I know all these fancy words. You know, I know a lot of people I should have charged. I know a lot of people that know ASL. And I remember one time I was at a grad party for one of my friends, and there were two people that happened to speak ASL, and they just went like, they were just like, and then they just started speaking in sign language. And the interesting thing about that language is that it's like, if everybody's talking as like way louder, I mean, it doesn't matter because it's like, it's like visual. So it was kind of cool. Like it was super loud in the room, but they could communicate like across the entire like place. It was sick. What's up, Nisani? That was a very fancy word. I know, yeah, mitochondria. That was such a hopeful start. Alright, well, that actually was the right ledge, but that was way too high. Ooh. I forgot the sauce for this trick. I don't have the sauce anymore. Did I just single jump up to it? I did. Alright, hold on. It's like this tile to the light. There we go. Yeah. Well, whatever. This is why we do no resets. Mitosis. Oh wait, I read the I read the punchline before the joke. God damn it, that was a good joke though. Mitosis. You stepped on mitosis. God, I'm the worst comedian ever. Why? I don't, you know, this trick is very strange because sometimes it, like, I don't know what I do. It must be some very nuanced thing I just haven't picked up on yet or something, but like, sometimes it's like, oh, I got it. Like, that was, like, this is easier than that at this point. I don't know. Also, I forgot to split. Oops. Oh yeah, it is backwards. Spoodum. Just like the joke I made. We just like doing comedy sketches in reverse, you know? Creeper! Creeper is a word which is meant to be followed by, "Aw, man." I yearn for the mines. Aw, man. Banana split sounds good right now. No! what a dumb mistake. God, that feeling of like, I'm gonna jump on this trampoline and then I don't. Oh, you are trolling. Wow. Yeah, I thought my chicken jack. No, we're not gonna start stimming that shit. What sounds really good right now is a chocolate chip cookie that my mom made. But that trampoline fiasco is like when you take a sip of something and you think and it's actually something else. Oh, hello. Oh, sorry. All right. Oh, come on. There we go. Ooh. Whatever. God, we are just over collecting machines. Oh, well, at least we got it pretty quick. And we got that pretty quick. Man, why am I getting this trick so well in a run that's terrible? Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. You can't not overcollect. There's been a few times. Thankfully, I wasn't on pace, but I did undercollect. I somehow did that. I somehow accomplished that mission. For a second, I thought I was saving time, but then I realized I don't split there. There should be a mod where the creepers explode like Minecraft creepers. Proud of you? Thanks, man. If only I could get back to the good old days. You like Don Knotts, the groundskeeper? I don't think there's anybody who hates Don Knotts. You know what I mean? Like, everybody, I feel like that plays this game has immense respect for the groundskeeper. Except in Shock 2, where he's just in your way. That's kind of annoying. I don't know why he's there. It's kind of pointless. Definitely Creeper. Well, I don't think the Creeper from Minecraft could ever win, because the only way it can win is by exploding itself. If anything... I think the Creeper in this game would win because you need the helmet or Super Smash to defeat him, and I don't think the Creeper from the show has any of those things. I guess he could headbutt into him and be dizzy, but... Four health? Okay. You'll fight anyone who doesn't love Don Knotts. I respect the loyalty. Donuts? That's some like MF Doom rhyme right there. Like food. Well, I still wow, that was a gold split. Okay. That was a gold split, I guess. Really? I mean, okay. I guess. That makes sense. I mean, it was like perfect RNG. What's up, Shy? Shy, Akai, aggravated fig guy. I was trying to come up with rhymes, but it just wasn't working. I failed. I got pretty far, but then I stopped there. So bad. That's right, the Andy Griffith, yeah. See? There we go. Look at that. We learn from our mistakes, and we get better. I remembered how to pronounce someone's username. Let's go. If I can do that, then I can do anything. After 300,000 times of not trying that. Of course, I had to get a text message right when I start a run. Shy. No. Oh, Shy. If Shy was here, that would have been perfect. You only like donuts? Dude, I don't even think I care what form the donut is. I would just eat it. Like, if it's the whole, the normal donut, the filled donut, anything. What the? Real. Wait, how's Bush aging himself? I didn't see the chat. You'll have relations? I will have relations with all donuts. That's a very poetic way to describe donuts. Okay. I just feel bland. Are you just having like a you don't even like a nice chocolate donut? A nice pump. Ooh. Oh, dude, I just reminded myself about my mom got pumpkin spice coffee creamer. It's gonna be so good when I have a cup of coffee tomorrow morning. I would, listen, I'm excited for the autumn leaves. I'm excited for the delicious little, those, like, donuts you have with apple cider. Blueberry glazed, oh my god. Those are awesome. I used to love eating blueberry muffins. Like, my school, used to have, like, little breakfast things if you got there, like, early enough. Whatever. That sounds awesome, this sign. Sounds like a very dangerous place to habitually, like, to form a habit to go to, you know? Like, once it's on your radar, you can't give it up. Oh, MASH? Wait. Fucking hell, dude. God, I'm so bad. Well, whatever. Third time will be the charm, I guess. I keep seeing random, like, on Snapchat, you know, when you go over to somebody's, like, story and then there's, like, the other random spotlight stuff. I always see one for the A-Team. It's so strange. Oh, man. Is that it? Just one? Okay. I cleared the pipes. Oh, it's far out of the way. That might be a blessing, honestly. Removes the temptation. Fuck everything about everything. You know what? I'm just resetting this one. Whatever. I would like to watch through MASH. I feel like I would enjoy it. The episodes I've seen of MASH are pretty good. Right now, my family's watching through the Waltons, though. Which, I'm gonna be honest, it's getting a little stale. It's getting a little stale. Oh, that epic rap battle is absolutely cinema. For anybody who has it... First of all, if you haven't watched epic rap battles of history on the internet, like, hello, what are you doing? Both to me and you for not watching epic rap battles of history. But, like... Dude. Mr. T and Mr. Rogers is, like, one of the classics. That's season 1 right there. When it was on Nice Peter's channel. Oh, there's Shy. What's up? Speak of the devil. We were just making rhymes with people's usernames. And Shy would have worked. Oh. You're the devil? Favorite is strawberry frosting with sprinkles. I don't know what Ingles. I'm gonna be honest, Shy, when you said that you like strawberry frosting with sprinkles, I just think of Smosh. I just think of food battles. If you think your food could be my pink frosted sprinkle donuts, then you're wrong, bitch. Muhammad Ali. I actually, that was someone with Key and Peele, right? Yeah, Obama and Mitt Romney, I think, is still my favorite presidential one. That one I quote with my friends all the time. We'll see how pretty your face is after my fist has kissed it. Then Abe Lincoln shows up. Oh yeah, but about MASH, one episode that I saw was where it was basically mostly, if I'm remembering correctly, it was like in first person point of view, and it was because for anybody who doesn't know, MASH is this old TV show, which is about Vietnam and like these medics, and so like there was one episode where one of the patients that they were working on, it's kind of like a comedy drama though, like it's not like super duper serious, like whatever, you know. But it was really cool. It was like first person point of view. Like for most of the episode, it was pretty interesting. If I'm remembering the episode correctly. But oh yeah, yeah, Bill Gates and Steve Jobs is great. I think my favorite is maybe Stephen Hawking and Albert Einstein. There we go. Oh. Well, that's karma. My name is Earl. What the hell, bro? Jesus Christ. Thank you. Get that Vic Roy for me, Bush. Oh, Walter White and Rick Grimes is actually fantastic. Wow, good for you, Shy. That's awesome, though. You're starting a speed game. You're starting a whole new leaderboard. Oh, yeah. RNG and speedruns don't usually get along pretty well. Dude, epic rap battles, I think about it at least like once a month, I'd say. There are 10 million particles in the universe that we can observe. Your mama put the ugly ones and put them into one nerd. I messed up the line a little bit, but... I'm insane? Why am I insane? Oh, shit. Oh... Dude, epic rap battles is so goated, dude. That was like my middle school experience right there. Let me just step right in. I got things to invent. That was like, oh man. I always like when like anytime I'm talking about insurance with somebody, I'm like, well, you could still afford a doctor if you bought a PC. What are you talking about, bro? That shit is like peak. That is like peak internet right there. You thought it was lame? It's so well written. It's like, if you know the... Like, honestly, that show has probably taught me more history than some teachers that I've had for history. Oh, I didn't even know that. I got a PC, but it wasn't for Muse. Patriotic cancer. That's fucking crazy, dude. You know what? You know what's actually really cool? Is they're behind the scenes like on ERB2. It was really cool to see like how they make those videos and stuff. Like when I was younger, I was like, wow, that's so cool. It's just like it's all on this green screen and like how they make the costumes and the props and they write it and everything. Oh wait, God, I keep thinking I'm here for the monster token. I'm just wasting time. Yeah, fish is still around, honestly. Which is kind of cool, or kind of like different, you know? I feel like most of the time, like, you never really hear from like the first runner of a speed game ever again. That's what it is. It's ERB. Okay, so this is the interesting thing too, is that I watched Ghostbusters for the first time like a few months ago. And I mean, like, I knew how the movie was already gonna end. I mean, come on, it's like Ghostbusters. Like, it's a very popular movie, okay? But because I watched that movie, like, anytime they did something during that movie, I was like, oh, dude, now I understand the ERB joke, like, better, because I actually understand the source, you know what I mean? So, like, it works both ways, where it's like, if you know the source material and then you watch the rap, you're like, dude, this is cinema. And then afterwards, you're like, dude, this is fantastic, because it's like, now I know. Yeah, tell about the Twinkie. It's all fluff and filler. I'll kick your hiney, man. I'm a savage killer. Wow, these raps are just too hard to handle. Let's do it like we do on the Discovery Channel. And then they go break it. I don't remember the whole rap anymore, though. What's up, Doki? Oh, Sophia, what's up? Darn it. I'll give you a synopsis. Starting with the vacuum cleaner strapped upon your back. It's a fact. Positrons don't react like that. That's some shady shit. How do I recall that? Dude, I've listened to it so many times. So many times. Oh, you know what? The one... Okay, here's one that I actually really... I loved the... Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael versus Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. Because it was TMNT and the painters. That was such... And it had Rhett and Link in it and Smosh. And now that video is just so cinema because, like, Smosh broke up and then they got back together again. So sick. Oh, did you really? Oh, okay. Gordon Ramsay and Julia Child. Okay, that's actually probably my favorite. Because, like, I grew up watching Julia Child because, like, one of the only things you could ever watch is PBS. And on the weekends, there was, like, nothing to watch when you were a kid. But one of the things that happened during the daytime was Julia Child, who's, like, the cooking chef. So it's, like, I already knew about her. And then I love Gordon Ramsay. And so it's just, like, it was just a match made in heaven. I was out on a trip out west when season 4 of ERB came out. And I remember, like, each week I was just, like... I remember just watching that in the hotel room. It was awesome. That one is awesome. Snoop Dogg. Okay, so that was even crazier because when Snoop Dogg was Moses on that show, he went by Snoop Lion for the very shortest period of time. And that video is like a time capsule of Snoop Dogg being referred to as Snoop Lion, which is like, I'm gonna be honest, thank God that didn't stick around for long, but it's so weird when you go look at that video and you're like, why the fuck did they just call Snoop Dogg Snoop Lion? And it's because there's just that really weird random period of time where he switched his name to Lion for some reason. See, Smosh and Rhett and Link both had like the sauce for like doing that kind of stuff, because like Rhett and Link did Geek versus Nerd and the what is it called? Not ADHD. The one with the alphabet soup, and then they alphabetize the alphabet soup. OCD, that's it. But then also Smosh did the Zelda rap, which is just like, and the Assassin's Creed rap. Both are gold. Both are so gold, it's nuts. Oh my gosh, dude, the Assassin's Creed rap. I didn't even know what, I'm gonna be honest, I still haven't played an Assassin's Creed game, and I was like, this song slaps. I don't even know the source material, it just slaps. I'm sure if I knew the source material, would be so good. And there's this, well, okay. That is, okay, if Game Grumps ever went on ARB, then my childhood would have been complete. That would have been super hype, because, like, that would have been sick, dude. And if they did, like, instrumentation, if they, like, worked with the music, yeah. It's dangerous to go alone, take this! Oh, thanks, old man. That is really very nice. I can always count on you for help, friendly advice. I don't remember the lyrics, it's been a while. Oh, that's not a sword, that's your dick in disguise. Yes, I admit. Yeah, and it's way easier too, Nasani. Like, if you ever come back to this category, I would highly recommend doing it. It kind of works though by rubbing against the invisible wall in the top part of the room, and you like kind of clip through the box enough to like be able to get on the platform, if that makes sense. It doesn't really look like it, but I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. So grab your destiny, if you know what I mean. Listen, if you're watching Game Grumps to look at their gameplay, you're gonna have a fucking heart attack. But if you're there for just the funnies, it's fantastic. Wait a minute, Link. I'm going here. Don't leave the cave. Where do you think you're going? I also like the Smash Bros song, which featured Markiplier as the announcer. That was also great. I feel like Game Grumps made, like, because I watched so much Game Grumps when I was younger, I developed a potty mouth. I got a sailor's mouth for sure. Between Game Grumps and Etika, I think I just had the most vulgar, things. Dude, it honestly gives, it tears me up a little bit to think that you're gonna be a Ratatouille speedrunner. Even the notion of chatting like that is just bringing a tear to my eye, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, it's kind of heartbreaking. Yeah, Etika, yeah. Etika taught me some words I shouldn't have known when I was that young. It's time for us to motherfucking smash. I want Game Grumps. Oh, I have 1 health. That's fantastic. Say that again? Sorry. Every time I hear fantastic now. I just got recommended an AVGN video that like just got uploaded. Like, I didn't even know bro still uploaded stuff. Final Fantasy. Hey man, pick a top tier, you know? W top tier. It's time for us to motherfucking smash! Whoa! Let's go! Kick the shit out of your friends! Have a blast as you beat their ass, and then the pussy clap for you in the end. So good. Wait, do I like that song more or Luigi's Ballad? Listen, I'm a classic Starbomb fan. Like, the new stuff that they put out is good, but there's something about that first album that's just like, ooh. Ooh. I still really wish Game Grumps finished the Dog Island. But alas. I'm not familiar with the Welcome to My Parents' House. I definitely know Starbomb's discography more than NSP. Listen, when it comes to weird, like, old internet stuff, like, it's just fantastic. The Dog Island is the best. I don't want any slander of it in any kind, okay? That is one of the very... That honestly might be the only video game that has ever made me cry. I'm not even joking, that game has made me cry. That game... Like, when I beat that game when I was younger, I teared up. I'm not gonna lie. That game is the greatest sci-fi horror action comedy adventure of all time. I made a whole video talking about that game. I didn't do that well, but I wasn't expecting it to. Yeah, I think it's made by the same people. I don't know that much about Walking Dead. I feel like zombies were such a huge thing back when I was younger. And I was like, zombies are gross and weird and I don't want to do that. I want to play Sonic. You know, I just want to be super fast in level, or I just want to be Scooby, you know? I feel like there's another rap battle. Well, Tolkien versus Martin is a really good rap battle, too. Deadpool versus Boba Fett. That was a good one. Hey, YouTube's a hard game to play. I can't remember any lines from that one. I feel like new ERB though kind of stinks. New ERB is pretty hit or miss. Yeah, Gandhi. Oh my god. Yeah, Gandhi versus MLK was awesome. I know we got beef like one of your sacred cows, but I'm about to hug you so hard right now. I have to rewatch that one. I don't remember the Joker versus Pennywise one too well. I think the last ERB I like off the top of my head is probably Ivan the Terrible versus Alexander the Great. I think that was probably my last the last one I really watched where I liked it. I saw their Godzilla versus, like, King Kong one, and it was just weird. Because it was CGI. Or well, CGI, I don't know what you would call it. Like, 3D animation. I mean, I give them props for trying new stuff, but it was just weird. I was not a fan of that one, personally. It was distracting. Like, I couldn't even pay attention to the lyrics. You know, I was watching YouTube poops, but I didn't know what they were yet. I was just like, oh, they're just making stupid sounds with it. It's funny. Yeah, Vader versus Hitler. Vader always wins those. Well, at least I got the key, but that was a stupid death. It was also the slowest respawn of all time. Sorry, I don't mean to talk about ERB and stuff that much. You guys, you're talking about things that I grew up with in like middle school. All I had were those things, okay? I had like 1 or 2 friends in middle school. Like, I didn't really do that much. Like, there was nothing for me to do, okay? Like, in middle school, my mojo was finish homework as fast as I could so I could just go and watch YouTube all day. I watched, like, Diamond and Pearl Pokemon in the old Pokemon TV app. I'd pull up YouTube, watch some Game Grumps, and then, like, just watch a bunch of old, like, fucking memes and shit. That was my shit for, like, most of middle school. It was a simple life. I wasn't happy with the life I was living, but at least now I just remember the good times. I played a lot of Wii U. I loved Lego City Undercover. Really into Animal Crossing City Folk. I remember getting up early on those Sunday weekend mornings to buy some turnips. But I didn't understand how it worked, so I really just made stupid decisions. I wasted a lot of turnips. Played the Scooby games. Good times. And when you okay, phew! I thought I was gonna die to that zombie there. Oh, I love control sticks. Yum. You need to take aim with the life you are given. Never give up. Tried the game build. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah. Ryan, what's up? How's it going? We have been talking about just epic rap battles of history for some reason. Oh wait, speaking of that, the other one that I remember I thought was funny was remember when Skrillex was like a big thing? They had a oh, thank you, Ryan, for the sub. I appreciate it. Oh, if we got the perfect green ghost with the Ryan sub, that would have been nuts. Whatever. Surely he won't go over there. Yeah. But yeah, remember when Skrillex was huge and then they had like Skrillex go up against Mozart? I remember that.
Good job, Scooby.
Okay. When I play Animal Crossing, you don't bother with turnips. Listen, you gotta take big risks, you take big rewards, you know? It's basically gambling. But, you know, every time you're about to walk, you know, like, a lot of gambling addicts walk away right before they're about to win, like, really big, you know what I mean? So... You guys remember when Gangnam Style came out? I remember listening to that in the halls of my elementary school. Fuck. Wait, what's the deal with what? Oh, no. Okay, cooked if it were. I wonder what that guy's even doing. I feel like Psy only made like one song, and that was that one song. Like, you don't know him for anything else. Which, I mean, is a shame. I'm sure, like, it would be cool. Maybe, I don't know. Like, Owl City. Although, no, Owl City had more than just fireflies. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Oh, maybe that's why I never heard it then. Hey, sexy lady. Oop, 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 Gangnam Style. And then they put it in the YouTube. Wait, did they put it in the YouTube Rewind? Was YouTube Rewind a thing yet? They put Turn Down for What, though? I remember that. I was getting sick of that song. You gotta love Fesh Pince. That's like the classic YouTube poop. Which I didn't even know about until Snowy, who's a runner for this game, showed up to me. Could you make me a sandwich? No. What? Okay. Whatever. That run wasn't even that good. I'm so thirsty, bro. My chat overlay's hella delayed. Yeah, I thought it was real funny too, Ryan. I did make like a Wario. Like, wah! It's always annoying. Really? Were they as... They couldn't have been as popular as Gangnam Style, though. Oh really? It's really funny how when you watch some movies, they like put in the popular song at the time, and then like when you go back and rewatch it, it's like super weird and dated. Unless it's like Shrek, because it's like All Star. You're never gonna get sick of All Star. You're never gonna get sick of All Star. All right, see you, Dylan. Have a good night. Hope you have a good time at work. There's always like, I don't know if anybody else has this, but I kind of want to make a playlist of this where I used to take the bus to school in like elementary school, and there would always be like, cause the bus driver would always just have the same radio station on. So now there's just some songs that I always associate with bus, like being on the bus. Same thing with like my mom's car. Like she would have the radio on, and I'd always hear like Fireflies by Owl City or Hey Soul Sister by Annoying Ukulele Guy, because I liked Fireflies way more than that song, and I wanted to hear Firefly. But like Grenade by like Bruno Mars was one of those songs on the bus. Moves Like Jagger by Maroon 5 is like another one. I don't know, is that like an oddly specific thing that like is kind of just a me thing, where it's like you can associate a song with like a place? You know? I wish that the overlay thing worked on Streambot for the emotes. I don't know why that isn't working. I feel like that's a their end problem though. Game soundtracks? Yeah. Get the show on, go play. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get the show, get paid. Oh, that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. Oh, dude, I had to been like a frame late. Oh, finally, I'm actually doing tar strats. I've never heard of that, Ryan. Or at least it doesn't sound familiar off the bat. My Scooby driver ran the bus on the way to the next one, first bus. Damn. Middle school, I feel like middle schoolers are just vicious. Wii game, you have me intrigued. It's called Elbits? Or Elbits? Oh wait, I was gonna look up that one. Oh, well, whatever. Maybe I'll try and search through the VOD, that one Japanese book somebody was recommending me. Oh, the Madagascar game. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Unmasked. On the last day, one told me I'm gonna push you off a cliff as a joke, but then I said, either way, you're never gonna see me again. Oh, damn. Holy shit. Of course, kids, if there isn't a common sense adult out there, they let their kids watch Shrek, okay? Like, come on. Its own genre. It's interesting. You're getting me intrigued. You watching Cocomelon? No! Come on, man. Kowalski analysis. You're gonna make this jump. Kowalski was right! Holy shit! That wall jump's kind of tricky. Shrek 2 stream? Like the game Shrek 2? I'm gonna be honest, guys. The speedrun for Shrek 2 console version looks awesome. It is a terrible game casually, in my opinion. Like, I remember playing it as an adult, and I was like, this game kind of sucks. But I loved it as a kid. But the speedrun looks crazy. Did you really learn the first? That's awesome. Was it? How hard was it? I would totally speedrun that game. Kowalski, anal, huh? Yeah, PS2, GameCube, and Xbox, I think, are all the same game. I mean, like, in terms of, like, casual play. That was 9 years ago, okay. Oh my goodness! VDE Cosmic has raided me? Oh my gosh! I'm sorry, you guys, that you had to come in here. This stream's fucking boring. No, I'm just joking. What's up? What were you doing, Cosmic? Talk to me. Casual, speedrunning? Did your gun have 10,000 bullets in it? Thank you for the raid. I hope you've been doing well. We're talking about the Shrek 2 video game for PS2. I'm sure that's very exciting. What's up? Who was that? I think it was Ban. Ban, you have comedic timing with that TT. By the way, yeah, if anybody wants to, I have TTS on, so go crazy with that, I guess, if you want. Do exclamation point TTS. But the entire state of Delaware rated us, guys. Holy shit. I feel so honored. I want to thank the Academy. I want to thank my mom. I want to thank the state of Delaware. I couldn't do it without you. I gotta lock in this level, hold on. Moment of silence for the focus. Boulder, okay. Alright, we're chilling. We're chilling. It's not a command? Exclamation point TTS? It should be. On Twitch it is, so YouTube people, I'm sorry. Thank you for the good luck, though, man. Dude! This was actually a good run. I've just been doing no resets. Because for anybody who doesn't know, I'm actually okay at video games. Like, the screen supposedly is trying to... Hold on. What?! Dude, this is not that hard. Oh my god. Okay. But I'm gonna be in a marathon that's called Complete-a-thon. So right now I'm doing all monster tokens, so I'm collecting every single special collectible in this game, which are the monster tokens. I probably should have explained that like right when the raid happened, but that's okay. Yeah, well, this run is kind of garbo, but we're doing no resets because this is, listen, this is how you get better. This is a little secret to speedrunning here. Do no resets, it's kind of like training with weights on, you know? You gotta be like Goku training 100 times gravity. Well, actually, this is more like 10 times gravity. I'd say the Nuzlocke's like 1,000 times gravity, but... Oh, wait, huh? Was Twitch not showing up? Oh, damn. Twitch thinks you're a bot again. That sucks. I guess not anymore, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I never played the Madagascar game, but, like, I've seen clips of it before. I don't know why that is giving me so much trouble today. That was scary. I thought I was gonna miss it. Okay, thanks for that. Glad that happened afterwards, though. Will I ever attempt a Nuzlocke speedrun? Hell no! I'm not gonna do that. It might take me a whole month just to beat the game again. Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna do that. I mean, if anybody really wants to do it, then go for it, but you'd be throwing away time. Okay, see you, Cosmic. Thank you again for the raid. Hope you have a nice dinner. Yeah, Nuzlocke speedrun.
Google, how do I convince Twitch that other chatters are bots so I can make others live in fear of crossing me?
Damn. We're making some maniacal plays out here. Code word for GRUP. Inverted control speedrun. That is exactly how I would imagine every attempt of that to go. That would honestly be so detrimental to my brain, it's crazy. What the fuck, dude? Dude. I should have practiced this before starting. Dude, this is just not my attempt. This is just not the one. This run is absolutely cursed, but we just gotta get all the cursed energy out of it, you know? That's the point. I don't get that. Don't get snacks, bro. Just don't even. That was horrible movement. We should perform an exorcism, yeah, probably. Let's go supernatural. I need Sam and Dean to pull up to exorcise this demon in my Wii. Holy shit. Shoot my Wii with salt and sprinkle some holy water on this thing. This one is goated, getting crushed, smashed 3 times in a row. But, dude, this run isn't supposed to be my balls, man. Like, come on. I need this run to be better than that. It's had such a promise at the start. What? Could you see me hold down? Oh my god, that was kind of an awkward. Alright, the curse be lifted, please. The curse be lifted, huh? Wait, what are we hawing? Huh? Man, why is Twitch just not showing up on the frickin' thing? There we go. It's taking forever to get up there. This better not be double cursed, I swear to God. You don't recommend throwing water onto electronics? But doesn't that make the electricity, like, flow through it better? You know? Listen, if there's anything I like doing is, like, donating my liver and, just putting water, like, submerging my phone just completely in water. Every reset of a new well, this reset wasn't my fault. I mean, it is my fault, but it's not, like, I didn't intend on doing that. It was just a mistake. It was a mistake. Unique New York. Red leather, yellow leather. I feel a boba. Explain that to the spirits. Everything is your... It's a little hurtful. Seems a little uncalled for. We were just talking about the... talking about the game. We're talking about me. It's, like, that seems a little... You've been scared of a boba and what it did to you. You don't have to... Alright, Summer, chill! Summer, chill, please. Don't give him ammo, Summer. Come on. Everything! You know, at the Ren Fair yesterday, I saw somebody with a Creature of the Krusty Krab shirt on. Like, not the game, but just like the... Because that's like the episode... Or wait, am I getting the episode? Isn't there an episode called... No, that's the hash singing slash. Never mind. Never mind. Inferno, we shouldn't be encouraging this behavior, Inferno. How did we overcollect this? Ugly ass game. What? Which? Rehydrated or Creature of the Krusty Krab or whatever it's called? Creature? Oh, okay. I was about to be like, man, dude, that was such a good... that was such a good shock. Please let me have this run. Please. I'm interested to hear more about that new SpongeBob game, though. I don't know if I've even ever seen gameplay of Creature of the Krusty Krab. I'm gonna be 100% real. I can't even envision. I've just heard of the game, but I don't even know what it really even looks like. Wow, that was almost a gold split. I think beat 'em ups can be pretty fun. But there's a racing stage in Creature? What the heck? What the heck is this game? Alright, you know what? Let's just not even go for this. Like, let's just go. Let's charge. You don't need snacks. Remember, you don't need snacks. Should protest the SpongeBob game. Wait, the whole game is racing themed? Oh, shit. It's like the Krabby Patty levels from the movie. I guess it's not really a race, but you know what? I think that would solve absolutely nothing, though. I like the Spirit Inferno. I don't know if that would do anything, though. If we were being real here, like it's more. Listen, I've thought about making a video where it's literally this. It's the title is going to be the worst thing about Scooby-Doo, and the answer is just Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is the only reason why Scooby-Doo hasn't had like any new game come out ever. Like, I feel like THQ is like begging to publish a Scooby game, but they're just like, fuck no. Not gonna do that. I wouldn't be surprised if Fortnite might change the landscape of how Warner Brothers interacts with that property, but like, it's just not gonna happen. Like, I guarantee, this is huge prediction, and somebody can clip it if they want to. Maybe somebody will listen back to this when the time has already came. Here's the thing. Fortnite is going to announce Scooby-Doo skins. They're going to come out. It's going to do great. Warner Brothers is going to be like, holy shit, we just made a lot of money off of this. Because listen, Fortnite knows Fortnite has the sauce when it comes to, like, what to put in the game and stuff like that. Like, usually it ain't too weak. It ain't too shabby. Like, I wouldn't be like, they put in the memes, they put in the funny shit. Like, it's unfortunate, but they're gonna do well with it. And Warner Brothers is gonna look at that and they're gonna be like, oh, look at all this money we've been making from Scooby. And then they're gonna start doing stuff with Scooby again. But it's not gonna be the same as it was back in the day when, like, WB Games existed or whatever it was called. It's going to be a little different, but I wouldn't be surprised if they look at that and they're like, you know what, maybe we can do some things with this property more than make a terrible Velma show and then like an anime for some reason. Even though I'm kind of interested to see what that anime is all about, but I'm just saying, I'm just speaking my truth right here. This is my prediction. That's not what speaking your truth means, by the way. I don't know why I said that, but you understand what I'm trying to say, is that this is my opinion, this is my prediction. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm right about this. I would not be surprised if more Scooby-related stuff might be a little bit more in the culture. Like, if you're just doom-scrolling something, you see a Scooby thing, you're like, oh, I wonder why that came out. Yeah, there's like a Scooby-Doo anime that's gonna come out. But it's, like, the only OG characters are Shaggy and Scooby. Like, every other character is new. Well, here's the interesting thing about that, Charizard, is you're saying, like, classic Scooby's goated, they should go back to that, is that they kind of already did, but they never advertised it, so they just think it's not good. It's not, like, a good business move. They came out with Be Cool, or not, the Scooby-Doo Guess Who. Scooby-Doo Guess Who is basically like the OG show format, but the only twist is that every episode, for those of you who don't know, is that it's like a celebrity. So that's why you say guess who's, because like who's it gonna be now? Mike Tyson, Weird Al Yankovic. I don't know who was on that show. The point is that, well, fuck you then. The point is though, is that did follow the classic Scooby format, and it, like, nobody's really heard of that show. Like, I didn't know about that show until I looked up stuff about Scooby for, like, my Scooby vid that I came out with, like, ages ago. Because it's like, they didn't advertise it. It's only on, like, online platforms or whatever. It's so weird. It is kind of, like, Masked Singer-esque, but even with the celebrity, like, the celebrity guest thing, it still follows, like, the same equation or whatever. So Warner Brothers looks at that and they're probably like, oh, it doesn't work. Like, oh, people are bored of Scooby. Like, oh man, like, what are we gonna do? Scooby-Doo 32? Like, we like, they're bored with it. So then they're thinking like, oh, well, what if we try and like twist it to be like let's make it something like super gritty and adult, and maybe the audience is scared, is not scared. Maybe they're tired of Shaggy and Scooby, you know? Maybe we need to get somebody with a little more sophistication. Maybe we should take a member of the group that doesn't really, you know, that gets to do a little bit. Well, let's do Velma. Let's do Velma, you know? It's about, I think people, listen, there's some IPs out there I think people are hungry for, and Scooby is definitely one of them. And there's some IPs where people are just sick of seeing it, like Star Wars. You know? I think ever since episode 9 released, honestly, ever since like, yeah, I would say episode 9. Ever since episode 9 released, I feel like there's just like, there's such a fatigue of Star Wars stuff. Like very rarely, yeah, Velma aware. But they keep making up Star Wars stuff. Like Andor Season 2 came out and everybody went like, who cares? Unless they're just really into Star Wars. But, you know, like people are getting, the same thing with, although like the thing is like people are getting fatigued with Marvel. Like they're getting fatigued a little bit because they're not getting different, but they're not getting different. They're still too similar, or they're too, honestly, Marvel doesn't really have the problem being too different. Scooby has the problem with being too different, though. The thing about an IP is that I feel like that there are just core things that you just can't change, because that's what makes the IP what it is. You know what I mean? But it's fine if you change some things about it, but you gotta keep those core things in there. Unless you're really doing a character study or something. But, I mean, usually you don't do that for something like Scooby, you know? Like, that's not something you really do. You can see that with, like, comic books and stuff. Like, there's so many different iterations of Batman. But unless they're really, like, challenging the notion of Batman, or trying to just explore the idea of Batman in a new lens, like, Batman's always got the same fundies, and everybody always talks about the fundies, because anytime that Batman broke the fundies, it's just not a good time for anything. You know, Batman doesn't kill, he doesn't use guns. That kind of stuff. Like, you can make Batman into whatever kind of Batman you want, whether he uses the fanciest technology ever, or he just uses, like, a boomerang and a rope. Like, those are still some fundamental things about Batman. I feel like it's the same thing with Scooby. I saw Peck. Did I just see the word P.E.K.K.A. in the corner of my eye? Like from Clash of Clans? I don't know. I like how Shy and Fig are just talking about like Skylanders or something. Oops. Oh, maybe I could do that. Oh. That's not the P.E.K.K.A. I know. Know and love. Butterfly. Pancake. Oh. Oh, whatever. I'll be at 9 sound effects. But I do want to make a video at some point talking about, like, what makes Scooby-Doo Scooby-Doo. Like, there's got to be some core fundamental values that, that's like what makes Scooby-Doo good and recognizable and stuff like that. But I don't really know what exactly they would be. Because it's like, I'm talking about something that's a little bit different than, like... It's analogous to it, but, like Phineas and Ferb is, like... There's basically, like, 3 mini plots that happen in one episode of Phineas and Ferb, and there's always usually some kind of, like... pattern or thing. I was playing Clash last night, and I said my Pekka was getting smacked, and my buddy liked that. That's funny. Oh man, dude, I haven't played any Supercell game in a hot second. I honestly though, I'll probably pick up Clash of Clans again because I bet there's going to be a Halloween update, and that's when my moment to shine will be. But yeah, Phineas and Ferb. It's like there's always Phineas and Ferb doing the thing for the day. There's Candace trying to stop it, and then there's Perry the Platypus fighting Dr. Doofenshmirtz, and then somehow those things get wed together, and that's kind of what makes a Phineas and Ferb episode work. Or that's like the formula, but then like, they don't always stick to that formula, like they change it for the sake of entertaining the audience with the show and subvert their expectations and stuff a little bit. And I don't know if Scooby has really ever done that before, but... Like, I mean, you could argue that the formula for Scooby is like, oh, they get a cue on where to go, and then they happen to stumble upon a mystery, and then they split up and look for clues, and then they get chased, and then they set a trap, and then they catch the villain based off of, like, whoever they talk to in between those series of events. But I feel like there's something different there. Like, I feel like that with Scooby stuff, there's something else besides just those things, and I don't really know. I just need to ingest a lot more Scooby stuff, though, because, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, a lot of people know me just because I speedrun this game, and, like, I made that one video about this game that blew up, but, like, I really don't know that much about Scooby, guys. Like, I'm gonna be 100% real. Like, I've only watched, like, the old show, What's New Scooby-Doo, and, like, the old straight-to-DVD movies, and that, I didn't even watch all of them. Like, you know? Like, I've never watched, like, Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. I've never watched, like, the newer shows, like Be Cool Scooby-Doo. I've watched very little of Guess Who Scooby-Doo. I never watched Mystery Incorporated. That would be a really interesting show to study, because that is definitely what I would assume to be the best way to change the formula of Scooby without... I'm the Aboba guy. Like, but yeah. Well, that's the other thing too, is that should it be a fundamental thing? Because I talked about this in my Cyber Chase video, but I didn't really like go deep into it because like you could just make a whole video talking about it. But like, should Scooby villains ever be real? Like, one could argue that a huge theme and the whole point of Scooby-Doo is the fact that it's proving that monsters aren't real and that there's a rational explanation to everything, and that you shouldn't just be afraid, like, immediately. Like, you should go and investigate and figure things out and solve the problems. But if the monsters are real, that's, like, kind of proving the whole point of Mystery Inc.'s existence in the first place. So it's, like, kind of strange. And some could argue yeah, and some could argue no. And the fact that any of the Mook films exist, like Zombie Island or Alien Invaders, it's like, those movies are good movies, but like, it's strange. It's weird, yeah. There we go. Ow! I like punched my desk inadvertently. That kind of was not fun. But But I know, like, you know, a lot of people love the fact that Zombie Island, it's like those villains are real or whatever. Or that was like actual like with all of those 4 films. I mean, Cyber Chase is sort of like this weird in-between thing, which I think is kind of interesting, but Alright, well, I lost some time there, but whatever. Yeah, it's true. The monsters are real in Mystery Mayhem. That's true. I don't know. I would want to make a video about it, but I feel like... See, it's kind of funny because I'm in this weird state of like what to post on my channel, because it's like... If I ever like do a review video again, I feel like I would want to do it about something like what makes Scooby-Doo Scooby-Doo, or like the Sonic games thing that I mentioned before on stream. Like, I don't want to review a game just to review a game, because I feel like it's like, who am I to judge a game and give it like a grade or a score or my opinion or whatever? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like another voice in the void, and does it really like, are people really that interested in what I have to say just about... I have to go back and get that token. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Are you kidding me right now? If I could do that, like, right over here, that would be swell. Are you serious? Dude, that's the first time that's ever happened to me in these runs. I'm gonna die here, bro. Oh wait, no I'm not. I forgot there's a sandwich right there. Let's go. Wow. Dude, I should, man, if I ever find like if I could find a void warp, like after, yeah, this is the cursed run. I wasn't gonna say it, but damn it. Oh, man. That is so stupid, bro. That is the game literally just being like, you know what, here's some more time wasting. It's like, fuck, dude, real? I wonder if it would have been faster for me to die instead of walk all the way back there. I feel like it may have been slower if I did that. I don't know. Ugh, whatever. At least this run wasn't like godsend material or whatever, you know? I was just so blown. I was like, my brain was like, what do I do? I was like stunned. I was like, did that just really happen? Oh my god. What was I even talking about before all that happened? Oh yeah, I was talking about like review video stuff. Thank you. Holy shit. Waste more time, why don't we? Yeah, it's kind of just like, who am I to just like say an opinion about every, like I could just make a video and I could just make a video about each Scooby game and talk about it and stuff like that, but I feel like that's just not really that interesting, you know? The same, I could do that with like any video game, and I feel like that just isn't interesting. Like, that's not really bringing anything special to the viewer. But if I gave an opinion on like, you know, I don't think the perfect Sonic games ever existed yet, or like, what makes Scooby-Doo Scooby-Doo, then I feel like that might be a little bit more of an interesting topic. But the problem is that for those kind of videos, I really want to do my research, so then like my opinion is well thought out, because then it could start a conversation, because I think it'd be an interesting conversation to have and stuff like that. So like these video ideas that I have, it would take me a while to even know if I should do them. So it's a weird, tricky spot, but I just like talking about that kind of stuff, you know? So prepping to upset. I know, dude, I know. But I have a lot of Sonic games to play before I go ahead and make that video. Well, that sucks. I should have tried to take some damage along the way, but... Okay. I don't know why, but I'm superstitious about, like, holding a control stick there. That was the weirdest looking respawn. Did you guys see that? Oops, I forgot to split. Oh my god! I got half bad. Wow. That's crazy. See, I feel like Sonic Frontiers, I feel like I won't like that game. I need to play that game though. Sup, on canned food? I can't go outside. Oh man. You know what I just did recently though is I played Sonic Adventure DX on Dolphin. I'm like, dude, this fucking game makes me go fucking crazy. I doubt it's an emulator problem because Dolphin's a pretty like tight knit emulator. But like Sonic DX, it's like the music is mixed so bad, everything looks bad. Like then I went to Dreamcast though. Dreamcast Sonic Adventure. Like people are those annoying people that are like, if you like, oh shit, I need to get that. You know those annoying people that are always like, oh, I'm a high-class gamer, like, you should be playing on the original port, or like, you should be playing on the CRT TVs, like, they're about to be, you know, like that. Those guys, at least the Sonic Adventure opinion, they're kind of right. Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast, it looks a little bit better. They have better textures. The volume's actually, like, mixed well. It's just, it feels better. It just feels better. All Sonic games equals bad. You know, I mean, listen, I could talk about this, but... I don't know. I just don't know if SA1 has actually aged that well, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if you think about it in the context of the time it came out, it was probably pretty fire. Like, it was probably a really solid 3D platformer. But today, it's like kind of... I don't know. I like Sonic Colors. I mean, I think a big problem with this... I think a big problem with Sonic games is that the premise is so simple that it's hard to design it really well. Which is why I could understand why some people would think that every Sonic game is bad. Because if you don't like the concept of the game, then you're just not going to like it. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if people who don't usually like Sonic games, because of their concept, I bet they would really like Unleashed. Because those Werehog stages are the opposite of what a Sonic game usually is. So... I personally, I don't agree with you, Keto, but I'd be willing to hear your opinion why. I haven't listened to... I mean, I've heard actually some songs on OST of Frontiers. Right. That sums up all your problems with the Sonic games. That one I don't know what you're talking about. That Meavers post with the spring. You care a lot about the soul of a game. You know, I mean, SA1, yeah, they got some, the SA series. I feel like most Sonic games, even at their worst, they still got some soul. They could still have some soul. Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald? I am death, like from the Bible. Ugh! Oh my god, death was actually, dude, that demon overtook me and wanted to kill. Holy shit. Oh my god. I was quoting Snapcube and everything just went to shit. Colors, you think Colors lacked soul? So Colors, here's the thing about Colors, is that I think when it came out, okay, well here's the thing, alright? You gotta think about when Sonic Colors came out. Because at first, I think everybody was like, dude, this game is fucking sick. Like, Sonic's back. Because you gotta think, the few games before Colors, it was like a fucking travesty. We had like Sonic Unleashed, which was kind of a hit or miss for people. We had Sonic 06, which was like, you know, PS3 and Xbox 360 and stuff like that. You know, and I don't know when the Black Knight game or the Secret Rings game came out, but like Sonic Colors, when that came out, people were like, oh man, we're back. But then when you go back and play it, you're like, honestly, this gameplay's kind of like, eh. But I still feel like the game has some soul with it. You know, the music is great. That was the first time, I think that was the first time Roger Craig Smith got the role of Sonic. And I also think it's the first time, what's her name played Tails? Colleen O'Shaughnessy thingamadoo-da-day? She's super nice. Images Sonic one shot on screen. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, so that's the thing, is that a Sonic game's premise is too simple. Because the premise of the game is that you're supposed to go fast. But if the premise of the game is that you're supposed to go fast, how do you design difficulty? And what's the intent behind how you're supposed to play a Sonic game? Like, back in the 90s, when Sonic came out on Genesis, I would harbor a guess. Yeah, and I mean, Sonic Adventure games, they go fast. Like, they go so fast. Well, okay, so here's the problem, is that, like, going as fast as you can in a Sonic game is I would assume, the reward of the game. And so, like, when you had the old Genesis games, I would harbor a guess that was probably one of the only few games you had, so you replayed it a lot. And, like, as far as I know, Sonic 3 and Knuckles or whatever was, like, the first Sonic game to actually, like, you could save your shit. Like, it wasn't just, like, a code or anything. So then it's like, if you replay the first Sonic game over and over again, then you know that, like, the top part of the level is where you can go faster than the bottom part of the level, where there's all these traps and stuff like that. Which, I mean, I've talked about all this in the stream before. So then the whole thing is that it's like, well, that's how that game worked, possibly. But then, like, how do you explain all these other games? Because then, in the very next level of the first Sonic game is Marble Zone. And it's like, you can't go fast in that level unless you were speedrunning the game. Like, all the lava, the platforming, it's so tight. It's like, and this game isn't like Geometry Dash, where it's like, it doesn't, it punishes you for failing. Like, Geometry Dash, it punishes you for failing, but it also kind of rewards you in a way, because then it's like, well, now you just get to try again, you know? Like, if you fail too many times, that it's game over, and you have to start all the way back from Green Hill Zone. You know? So, but it's an interesting thing. So then the other thing, too, is that, well, it's like, okay, if the design of the game is meant for it to be fast, if you always make the character go fast, then what can you even have the character do? Because then there's points where you move too fast. Like, there's times when you play Sonic Adventure where you just go way too fast. Like, you have no idea what you're doing, and when you're in a new level, like, it's crazy. Well, and that's the other thing, too, is I feel like new Sonic's a little too, here's something, okay, this is the other thing that made Sonic Colors age a little poorer than it may should have. Sonic Colors introduced Wisps, which is like the best thing that it could have done for that game, for the series, is introduce Wisps. They're these super unique things that was part of the game's story, so it made sense for those things to be in the game, and they gave Sonic cool abilities for him to still go fast, and also solve some problems with, designing difficulty in levels, like vertical things, for instance. But they just kept using them. Like, stop! One of the things I liked about Sonic is that you like, yeah, the formula was simple, but you kept doing new stuff. And there was like a period of time, like Lost World, where it was like, okay, you have the new thing, but why are you bringing back all these old things? Like, let's keep it new, you know? Like Wisps, they were past their expiration date by the end. So, well, okay, and that's another good point. So there isn't like a Sonic formula per se, there's just like the premise of a Sonic game. Because that's something about Sonic Adventure that's super interesting about it, is that, like, they probably looked at that game and be like, man, we can't just, like, if Sonic's all about going fast, you don't really have that much room. Like, it's tricky to design new stuff for Sonic if he's just going fast. But if you have characters doing other things, like, I don't know, maybe you have like a character that flies around, or you have a character that climbs walls and tries to find things. Maybe you have like somebody in a little mech suit trying to destroy, it's like a little beat 'em up section. You just shoot everything, you go fucking crazy, you know? Like, they have those other characters in the Sonic Adventure games to diversify the gameplay a little bit, because if it was just Sonic in those games, it might get a little stale and a little tricky to try and like progress it in any way. And then that's why I think Heroes was a huge missed opportunity. Sonic Heroes was a Sonic game where you could play as 3 different kinds of characters at the same time. So then you could easily switch between like the super fast Sonic sections, and then it's like, well, if you want to have the more like trickier game design level structure things like Mario or something, where it's like speed is in the game, it's just platforming in general, then you could switch over to Tails. And then if you wanted to make it a little beat 'em up game, then you just switch to Knuckles, and you could easily seamlessly flow between these different characters without having to play individual like stories or anything like that, and it would have been perfect if I just hit pause storage. I missed it there last time too. What's up with that? But it would have been perfect. That game had such a great idea, but the fact that Sega is a bad company, and I say that in the sense of like, that was right when they stopped making the Dreamcast. That was when Sega, I think that was the first Sonic game when Sega was no longer selling consoles. They were strictly a video game publisher from now on, you know? So like, that game was scrambled together. That game had a great idea, but the physics were horrible. It was super repetitive, and they kind of went against the grain of their own idea, because then you added stories for the other characters, and what's worse is that you made them go through like the same level again without even like going, like, not enough changes for it to be interesting for the player. You play the same game 4 times in a row. That is ridiculous. Like, you have the Sonic team, which is like supposed to be default neutral, and then you have Dark, which makes it harder, kind of. You make it Rose, where it's like super easy, and then you have Chaotix, where it's like a scavenger hunt thing. And it's like, why are you ruining? You had the premise. You already had the premise. Like, why didn't you just stick with it, heroes? It's so frustrating, but it's such, if they just stuck with that idea, I think it could have worked so well, but then it just didn't, and so then they just moved on, and then they made Shadow the Hedgehog, which, you know, I gotta say, I respect the fact that Sonic Team is not afraid to get their hands dirty and try something new. You know, you can really respect that. Like, do you ever think Nintendo would make, like, not that they have a character like Shadow, but like, come on, Shadow the Hedgehog, that game is kind of whatever, but it's got some sauce, dude. Like, that game just has some aura to it that's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, the gameplay's real weak. But yeah, the soundtrack for Sonic is really good, but like, usually Sonic Team isn't afraid to try, but it just feels like they never ever, like, the 2D games, they got a clear grasp on it. It's like, what's that clip of, who's the guy that plays Apollo Creed and Arnold Schwarzenegger, where they like grip their, like, they got a tight grip on this 2D Sonic, except for Sonic Episode 4. That was pretty bland, but 3D games, I feel like they still, 3D games, I feel like they still struggle with. Like, I still feel like that they're combating it. And listen, my opinion is not, like, the most well thought out opinion ever, in the sense of, like, I mean, like, I'm yapping a lot about it, but, but, like, I really do want to, yeah, Aquatic Mine, yeah. Yeah, and Dry Lagoon. But, I don't, like, if I were to make a video about this topic, like, I would really want to do my research on, like, I would want to read books on, like, game design. I would obviously need to play through, like, more of the Sonic games, because I haven't played through, like, all of them yet, or the ones that I'd really want to talk about. That was really stupid. So, I feel like my opinion that I've just yapped about is definitely not totally 100%, like, strong, clean. Like, there's definitely some rough edges. Need some sandpaper, sand it down a little bit, but that's the kind of videos that I'd want to make that are, like, review-type videos. So, that is an insane take of Sonic. I mean, I know we've talked about this before, but it is kind of a crazy take for people that, not Sonic, the fact, well, Sonic Unleashed, but also the fact that it's the Wii version that you like the most. Because the Wii version is, like, usually people's least favorite. It's like a completely different kind of game in between levels, at least. Oh yeah, Sonic music. Sonic music is just, like, I mean, the only Mario music you really know, besides, like, the goddamn Odyssey music, is just, like, the normal ground theme and maybe, like, underwater and underground. Like, they're not really doing anything special. Oh, well, actually, I take that back. I kind of forgot Mario Galaxy existed. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I forgot about Galaxy. Yeah. Yeah. Galaxy music goes pretty hard. It's like a different vibe, but it still goes pretty hard. See, I think Scooby-Doo Unmasked could be a way better game if it was just longer. It just didn't, it ended so fast, and it just felt rushed. Like, not in the sense of, like, the game was made rushed, but that's also a possibility too. I more so mean that it's like, sure, we'll have them do this, and then we'll have them do that, and then they're done. And it's like, what? I want some more game. Can I have some more game? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm honestly kind of sick of hearing Mario 64 music, though. I'm sick of hearing Persona music. There's just some music that I've heard that's been in one too many YouTube videos where I'm just like, that's enough. Like, let's find something else. Like, I love Animal Crossing as much as the next guy, but do we really need... Do we really need to use the same music all the time? Chinese food is overhyped. How is it even? Oh, how is it even hyped up to begin with? It's just like it's just food. It's just food. I feel like I don't hear. I don't hear people being like, "Dude, Chinese food is sick." Chinese food makes me sick. I select fucking, then I use absorb on her. I use absorb on her. Hello, Mr. Caveman. Yeah, Odyssey music. Odyssey music's good. That's also another YouTube, like same old shit. But... Dude, I feel like I've been streaming for 5 hours. And I've completed 1 run. It's so funny how I know, like, everything about that. I know everything about Sonic Adventure 2, but I've never actually played it. You know, I watched, last night, after the Ren Fair, I watched that, what's that movie with, that movie with Bruce Lee. Fucking, God, how terribly racist of me. Jackie Chan. The fucking, Rush Hour, I think. It's like the comedy action movie. That movie was great. That movie was really good. But there's like a scene where, I forget the actor's name. I can't place the name on it. But Jackie Chan's just like, here, have this Chinese food. And he's like, man, this shit looks gross. And then he eats it and he's like, this shit looks good. And I'm like, damn, dude. I would love to just go to like a street corner and buy some good Chinese food. Thought I was gonna die there. Whatever. Oh, that's pretty cool, Ryan. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna fall. I don't know how that happened, but... Hello. Forced to play Genshin. The rotting. It's over. Wait, what's the soundtrack to Sleep Tune Asani? Pizza in the form of dessert? I don't know how that sounds. I feel like if they're making a pizza dessert, it really even isn't pizza anymore. Mario Galaxy's an L soundtrack? Oh. See, I mean, that is a soundtrack where you actually could fall asleep to it, though. Like, in the sense of, like, it's relaxing. But you're saying it's, like, a bad soundtrack for some reason. I don't know why. I think Sonic Colors has a great soundtrack, too. I almost void warped again. through there. Whoops. I thought... I don't know what I was thinking. Peanut butter banana bacon sandwich? I feel like just find something better that's salty to put on it. I don't know. Like, I love peanut butter ramen, but a peanut butter, like, BLT thing, that's taking it a little too far. Honestly, I feel like Sonic Episode 4 is kind of like a mid-soundtrack, but nobody knows that game, so who cares? Everybody supersonic racing. I don't know the lyrics. Sonic Episode who, Megalo? New sub, do I ever play Ratchet and Clank? I have never played Ratchet and Clank ever before. I don't know if I'd like it or not. I really don't even know what kind of game that is. I don't know if it's like a collectathon or what, but... Everybody supersonic racing! Yeah. Wow, I could really improve my time there. Oh yeah, how does the free riders theme sound like? I forget how that sounds. That wasn't an eagle. Oh God, I messed it up. God damn it. I was gonna quote Snapcube again, but oh well. My weird favorite food combination is peanut butter ramen. Peanut butter ramen is so good. I don't even think it's really that weird. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's actually not even that bad. Wait, are you talking to me, Ryan? Oh, you're talking to me. Okay, never mind. I'm not the biggest fan of ketchup. Like, I'll eat it. It's not that big a deal, but I'm just not a ketchup guy, you know? I think they're fine with fries and stuff. That was a really clean... That was some crazy hand maneuvering for me to look at my health and go through that at the same time, I just want to say. Can you pick it up? Wasting some time. Mashed potatoes with butter... See, these combos you guys are telling me, I get them. I'm just not, like, vibing with them. You know? Like, if you said hash browns, that's a little bit different for some reason. I feel like the texture of mashed potatoes with the ketchup would just be strange. It's always the second time. YouTube chat. You know, I really liked Sonic CD has such an amazing soundtrack. Like, even outside of like the Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. A French fry smoothie? You know what I first thought of when you just said that to me? That the meme of like the two guys at the computer and like, ew, what the fuck? Like, that's exactly what I thought of. I'm not that. I don't know, man. Yeah, JP. That's true. JP Sonic CD soundtrack is. Oh, Sonic and the Black Knight, dude. The will to fight the night. The will to fight the night. Da da da. Oh, da 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 is riding her for life. And then Night of the Wind. Whoa! Whoa! Welcome to the greatest war. I know. You have it on vinyl, the CD soundtrack? That's awesome. I also like Sonic and the Secret Rings has a pretty cool. Any Kobanermani 456 fans in the chat? Who's gonna rock the place? Place. Who's gonna rock the place? We're forever gonna rock the place. Who's gonna rock the place? Place. You know, that game, that Sonic game, I assume it's real Arabic because it's like, you know, it's like the Arabian Nights or whatever. Yeah, sorry, YouTube is kind of behind. But like Eraser Jin, who's like the main villain in that game, he, at the very beginning of the game, he does like this chant that I just really thought was so cool sounding when I was younger and I memorized it. He just goes like, "U Nakatari Aidi Sarak. U Nakatari Aidi Sarak." And then he puts the flame in Sonic's chest and Sonic's like, "Oh my god!" Not like that. I made that sound way so I made that sound way more. But he's like, "Oh my god, this flame is in my chest." And then they that was so bad. Oh my god, dude. That was like, oh my god. Dude, that was horrible. Oh man. What? Did you just see that? That chicken just went out of bounds. That's some bullshit. Are you kidding me? That chicken just went out upside the rock. I've only seen that happen in, like, Creepy 2. Oh, what's up? Chicken Jockey. Yeah, well, I hope you're doing well, too. You caught me. Listen, guys, I'm getting tired. I'm sweaty. It's really hot in my room. Why is everybody, the whole gang is here. What's up, Icy? We're doing a bunch of no reset runs right now, so... What is that? Why is that? Is that an emote of me? Is that... Oh, wait, is that one of your follower emotes or whatever? Why do you... I forgot that you have me as one of your follower emotes for some reason. Bruh. Everybody's coming in. The one person that does thingies and stuff and thingies. We're talking about Sonic games right now, though. We're just talking about soundtracks. They were kind of geeking out about that. When do we whip in Nene? We can whip in we can whip in Weiwei in one weapon. Here on the boat. And then we go, or whatever. Isn't that guy like in jail now? So I'm on a cut right now, but I'm trying to eat 200 grams of protein. Cottage cheese has a really good protein count. I like doing if I want a snack, I get like a bowl of cottage cheese and sprinkle just a little bit of oats in there. Some like quote unquote high protein oats, I guess. I don't really know how they're high protein, but I'm just like, fuck it. And I think cottage cheese on its own is kind of gross. But, like, if you put something sweet in it, then it's pretty good. Hey, you know, it's okay, man. I'm terrible at every first-person shooter game in existence. So you're fine. Fortnite's... I mean, even if you do no build, Fortnite can be kind of tough, you know? What? I talk to girls? Come on. What? Why are we bringing that up? Why are you bringing slander my name? Bruh. Woodward's going to work. Does he work at the Wusty Crab? Wumbology? The study of Wumbo? I Wumbo, you Wumbo. Girls just wanna have fun. Bo, dude. Ooh. That's the. I don't know what. I don't know what National Enquirer you're reading about that, but I would do that. I wish I was, but. Listen, guys, if I don't find my wife by next year, life is over, and there's just never a chance, you know? If you don't get married by the age 23, then you're gonna be single forever. No, I can't even make that remark with a straight face. Oh, wait, no! I misclicked! That was a misinput! Well, it might honestly be faster if I just ran it, which kind of sucks, so I'm losing time here. Yep, we're all cooked. Great cosmic emo, Nisani. I love using that. You know what's crazy is I shouldn't say this because Cosmic did just raid me, but like I go into I feel like every time I use an emo in Cosmic's chat, Cosmic is internally doing like the like look. Like he's like anytime I use an emo in Cosmic's chat, he's just looking at me and he's like, oh, this fucking guy again. Jesus. Like they're having like legit like conversations about shit, and I'm just here like kinda, yeah, I guess. I mean, he's also speedrunning during it usually, so he's kind of focused.
Good job, Scooby.
Yeah, actually, that is exactly the deal right there. Wow, that was a gold split. Okay. Wait, there's hot singles in my area? Where? Bitch, where? Oh, motherfucker. Fuck. That's... Dude! Holy guacamole. Well, run's over. Run's dead. No, I'm just joking. I mean, this run is kind of poopy, but... Am I getting a mess? Oh. It's my app telling me I should drink water, but I don't have any water. Icy! Ouch, dude! Ouch! Why you gotta say... Like, come on. Keep some things to yourself, people. Oh my god. Scooby-Doo, what the fuck are you doing? I have no water. Oh, dude, that would have been sick. Dude. Ugh. There we go. That was uncalled for, guys. Oh my god, why is this so fucking... Like, there's never a ledge in this place that's actually good. Like, Jesus Christ, I just lost so much time to a dumb ledge. Are you kidding me?! Dude, I was spamming X and nothing happened? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Ugh. Dude. Like, give me something. Fuck this shit. God, I fucking hate this goddamn shit. Thank you. Holy fuck. Every ledge in this goddamn place is annoying as hell. Oh, my lord.
Hey, Coley, look over there. A woman. Wait, no, don't freak out.
Okay. I'm just imagining... I just have the imagery of this TTS happening in real life, like at a bar or something, where it's like, hey man, don't look, but there's a girl right over there. And then they just, the most blood-curdling, like, insane scream of all time. Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna do this nice and slow. There we go. Whoops. Well, cool. Bro, why do you gotta... Come on, guys. Fuck, dude. Honestly, I didn't realize that that's what that one was, and so that made me more relieved. It made lemonade. It sounds very refreshing. Oh my god. That was a little scary. They nerfed it? Are you seriously? I didn't even notice. Well, thank God for me. Come on. Ooh. Oh. No, I got sabotaged by it, man. Wow. I mean, I bet they nerfed a lot of stuff with TTS. Unmasked gameplay is better than Frights. I feel like I would disagree. I feel like there's just more to do in Frights. And honestly, I would say that, like, there's more to do in Frights, and, like, most of it is pretty clean. You know? Like, with Unmasked, it's like, you have the basic movement, which, I mean, is fine. But then, like, you know, like, the only other gameplay you really got is kind of, like, the like, auto-scrolling sections and then the costumes, and, like, it's really, like, the Robin Hood suit just kind of sucks. And then, like, the... I always forget where I'm going. But I didn't even lose much time. But no, I don't really think it does. Unmasked feels kind of floaty, and also Unmasked has this really stupid thing where it has like the weird ledge grabbing system, and it also has like this thing where it's like if you're at the edge of a ledge, Scooby automatically does like this jolt back, which is meant as like a safety thing so that you don't like fall off if you're too close to the edge. But it's like, I would like, why have that safety net? It just makes like tighter platforming so much more difficult. Because like if you really want to jump at the edge of something, like coyote frames just don't, like you just cut out all the coyote frames. For the 5 minutes you use it. I don't know, I think Archer's like the weakest costume. I think Kung Fu is the best, but I think the glide suit's fine. Boo! I'm stuck. You like snack gates and 100 frights? I guess that's fair. I think well, I mean, actually, I think it casually and in the speedrun snack gates make things a little more interesting. But I don't know. Yeah, Haunted Castle is a pretty common place to see that. Or like the medieval level, I think, too. I don't know if I'll make this. Ugh, darn it, I floundered that last part. There we go. Yeah, NLE. NLE PTSD. No, I don't think Unmasked is hard at all. I think the water slide part... Okay, the sewer skiing, I don't think is really meant to be difficult. But the thing about the... God, dude, why? I don't get it. Maybe you don't... Do you roll the control stick or do you don't? Maybe that's actually it. Maybe you're not supposed to. I mean, the thing with the water slide is that when you jump, you can't move in the air like you usually can in like any other instance of the game. So it's just very aggravating how to do it. What's up, Clover? Do you roll the stick? I've never really paid attention. I'll have to try it. I just realized I haven't been splitting. But this run is kind of whatever. But yeah, what's up, Clover? What was I talking about before this? I don't remember. Oh, I was talking about Unmasked, but I think I basically finished what I was going to say. I think that's all I had to say about that. Ooh. Wow, what? Okay. Criminal. How do you get... I have no idea. It has something to do with, like, charging into the death zone. So if you just walk into the death zone, you should avoid it every time. I've never had it happen to me, so... Just because I do that. I'm stuck. Yeah. No, that's... I think that's kind of the joke, Charles. As well. Yeah, it's something... Yeah, it's like dashing into the pit, yeah. I have no... I actually don't know why it happens. Too bad Mortal is in here. Mortal would be able to tell you in a heartbeat. Infinite falling? Okay. I was more so thinking like the series of events you'd see in No, dude, that was... I shouldn't have been that loud. My dad's asleep right in the next room. Ah, dude, that was such a stupid mistake. I can't even be like, oh, bullshit game on that one. Dude, that was gonna be my last run of the night, too. Man. Yeah, this is a pretty tough category. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I don't know. I actually want to put up, like... I kind of am tempted to put up, like, some kind of soundproofing on my wall just so I can be a little bit louder in the evening and stuff. Yeah, I think one of the bad things about Unmasked 2 is, yeah, and that's the crazy thing. This category could be way harder. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. The other thing about, like, Unmasked as well is that, I'm just doing this so it doesn't play the copywritten music. Why can't you go back? Like, you can go back to individual levels on Unmasked, you can't go back to the hub world. It just, it ruins the incentivizing of 100%ing the game. Which, honestly, there isn't even really a reward for 100%ing Unmasked anyway, but... I just find that really stupid. Because that really kind of does affect the gameplay by quite a bit, because, like... It's like, if you want 100% that game, then you have to, like, really focus on what you're doing, like, all the time. So... I feel like I should pay forward. Although, I guess... I don't know how many people are here from the Cosmic Raid still, though. $750 skip without umbrellas harder than creepy early. That's a wild take, Clover. I just think you need more. It is trickier without the umbrella. I think you just probably need to practice it more. Ah, dude, I don't know who to frickin' raid. I don't know. But I'll probably stream, like, next weekend or something. I don't think I'll stream tomorrow at all. I don't think I'll have time for what I want to do. What is Osborne even doing? Like, what is this? I still don't know what this Fatale Ambassador stream is. Like, is that something to even, like, raid, though? Like, I don't know. I guess I'll do it. Why not? Like, I don't know if it was appropriate to raid that or not. There we go. Queso. Real. I'm sure he would literally just glance at it and then look away. He would not go. Raising money. Ah, money. Money, 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 money. Raid cutie. Guys, come on. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me tonight. I doubt I'll stream tomorrow, but for sure the next time I'll stream is probably like later in the week. So, hope everybody has a good day off tomorrow if you're in the US and got Labor Day. But otherwise, I will see y'all later. I think Coolsville sucks. Alright, see you Twitch stream. Bye-bye. Alright, and then YouTube stream. I will see you all another time. Thanks for hanging out. Or VOD watchers, thank you for sticking to the end. That's crazy if you are, but I respect the commitment. So peace out.